Hello idlers, this is your Kennel speaking, and ladies and gents, we have new events and they are almost downloaded here. So pretty excited about it. So it is the second week of the mid-autumn event, I should say. So we're going to check that out, as well as the new weekly events. So we're jumping over to our mailbox here, first of all, and our weekly rewards, daily rewards I should say, are 3 heroic scrolls and 3 celebration treasure boxes. 10 10 celebration treasure boxes. And so it is the heroic summoning event this week. We're going to get 3 scrolls in our box every day, which is 21 scrolls total over the course of the week. And then we're getting, I guess, 70 of these treasure boxes. So we'll grab those and head on over to the cool events here. So of course it is a summoning week, and every summoning week we have the Palace of Eternity and the Palace of Crystal. Basically you can trade any of the past 5 heroes here. As you can see, I only have 3 of the last 5, and basically you can trade one of those heroes for a copy of the new hero here, and I think it costs you 10 of these little crystal thingies here. What are they called? Eternity crystals, I think. Yeah, eternal crystals. So I think it costs 1 or 2 eternal crystals, and basically you can get all of those here. You get 5 crystals for every 400 summons that you do in the event. And so at 400, 800, 1200, 1600 and 2000, you're going to get 5 crystals. So total 25 crystals. And then of course if you look at the value packages here, you can buy 5 of these keys on the very top here, $99.99 a piece. You'll get a key, 500 eternal crystals, 120 heroic scrolls, and 5,000 gems. And of course the other value packages are similar, but they do not give you the keys. And what the keys do is they will give you 15 extra eternal crystals per 400 summons. So basically, if you buy all 5 keys, which honestly is ridiculous, that's $500 US. Basically, if you want to spend $500 US on this event, then you'll get yourself a total of I don't know how many. Anyway, you can do the math. But anyway, you'll get a lot of eternal crystals, and you can trade all your old heroes for the new heroes here in the Palace of Eternity. You can trade them all for a brand new Flora, and I get, it's a nice way, I guess, of being able to get the brand new hero to E5 quickly by trading in all of your old hero copies for the new hero. That's what it amounts to basically. But really, only whales can really afford all of these, all of the keys necessary to do that anyway. And whales can already get their hands on a lot of hero copies anyway. So it really, I don't know that Palace of Eternity is really necessary, but I don't know. Any of you whales out there who want to comment below, let me know. If you think it helps you, or if you find you don't really need it. So anyway, but the bottom line is it really doesn't help free-to-play players all that much. So you can skip the Palace of Eternity and the Palace of Crystal and go straight to the Grey Dwarf's Blessing. And of course this is going for another week. It's been going for a week, and it's going for again throughout this week. You can change your 4-star gear into 5-star gear, your 5-star gear into 6-star gear, and your 6-star gear into class specific gear. And you know how that goes. It costs gems, it costs gold, and it's a good idea. Generally I like to do my 5 to 6-star conversions and my 6 to class specific conversions here. I don't generally do the 4 to 5-star gear, because you can do that in your blacksmith shop for cheaper. You know, you don't have to spend gems on it. But of course it takes longer to build all that up. But anyway, so there we go. That's the Grey Dwarf's Blessing going throughout this week. And value packages, we already looked at those. They range from $99.99 all the way down to $9.99. Next we have the Hero Lottery. So if you manage to summon a Flora this week, you'll get a full set of 3-star orange gear for every Flora that you summon into your collection. And it does have to go into your collection, not into your bag. So if you somehow get Flora copies in shard form in your bag, you do need to pull those out and put them in your, pull them out into your collection in order to get this prize. And you can get as many of these prizes as you have Floras. So there's no limit. So then we have the summon prizes. So you're going to get basically, for the first for the summon prizes, you're going to get up to 300 summons. You're going to get a total of 15 of the Prophet Orbs and 30 of the Heroic Scrolls, as well as a Rosa copy, and at 300 points 5 of the Hero Replacement Materials. And I find I'm not really using Hero Replacement Materials all that much anymore, mostly because I'm keeping most of my heroes because I'm working on Seal Land, and I know many of you are too. And so, so even though I have heroes like Horus, for example, or Penny, that are a little bit out of date, rather than swapping those out for newer heroes, I'm holding on to those because I need them for Seal Land. So I'm really not using the Hero Replacement Materials all that much anymore. But I imagine I will eventually, at some point, once I finish the Seal Lands, then maybe I'll start getting rid of some of those older heroes. But anyway, lastly, you're also going to get these little what are they, cakes? I forget. They're the treasure boxes. So you're going to get a lot of those along the way as well, which is great. Normally in a summoning event you only get the orbs and scrolls, and so this is just icing on top of the cake, I guess, this week. But of course they're trying to get you to spend your heroic summons, before Christmas, and I'm saving up my summoning scrolls for the Christmas event, as many people probably are. So I'm up to 1370, and so they do a lot of these events from now until Christmas to try to get you to spend your scrolls. So just keep that in mind. If you're saving for Christmas, probably skip this event. But if you want to break down and see if you can get some Floras, then hey, that might be an option. And she seems to be a really good hero. We're going to go over her stats later on. But of course, for every 400 heroic summons you do, you're going to get yourself a free copy of Flora, and of course that's going to go in your bag. And again, if you want these prizes here, you're going to have to pull those out of your bag and put them in your collection, like I said. But anyway, That's what you get at 400 points, and then at 500 points you're going to get 15 glorious relics, as well as some more of the treasure boxes. So total per completion, what are you going to get here? You're going to get 50, like 85, I guess, 85 of the treasure boxes, 95 it looks like, 95 treasure boxes, and so that's pretty cool. So these treasure boxes, basically you just open them and you're going to get either 1,000,000 gold, 600k spirit, hero promotion stones, 500 of those, 500 magic dust, 500 guild coins, 500 monster souls, and or 100 chaos stones. So that's what each of those boxes will get you. And of course, the more boxes you get, the more items you'll be able to acquire. And of course, you can do the heroic summoning 4 times, so you can go all the way through 500 to 500 points 4 separate times, providing of course you have 2,000 of the heroic scrolls. And lastly, well, not lastly really, we have the hero exchange event. So, and this is an amazing one. Honestly, I don't think this is, I mean, I remember, for a while back, at least probably last year, at the beginning of this year, they kind of changed this event up. But in the past, it's always been heroes that are sort of past their prime that end up in here, or are heroes that are on their way out. But I mean, Rogan and Russell are pretty much the two must-have heroes right now. I mean, they're the two hottest heroes, I'd say, in the game right now. So, and to have them both here in the altar shop is pretty amazing. Of course, you're going to have to spend, Russell is 7,000 and Rogan is 6,000, so you're going to have to spend, but definitely two amazing heroes here. And if you can afford both, go for it. If not, they're both great options. But Russell is probably the it hero at the moment here, and he's a great pickup. I already have an E5, so I'm not really looking for a Russell. But if you don't have an E5 Russell yet, definitely pick up a Russell. And I'm definitely going to pick up a copy of Rogan. That will be my 4th, I think, my 4th copy. So working on a 10-star. But yeah, this is amazing. Very nice exchange event this time around, and it's definitely worth cashing in those 3-star heroes if you want these hero copies. So that's it for the weekly events. But like I said, we still have the Mid-Autumn celebration going on. So so you can still acquire these Starlight Orbs. And as you can see, I've already spent 1,500 of mine on the Antlers cane, and you should be able to get 1,500 pretty easily as a free-to-play player, because basically you're getting, you spend in the gems, you spend in the spirit, you spend in the gold, and you spend in the arena tickets, and that all comes to 1,200, and then if you were able to, you could pick up another 300 through dice rolling last week, and I actually ended up spending, buying all the extra dice. No value packages or anything like that, just the 30 extra dice for 4,500 gems that you're able to spend. And so I got a total of 410 from the dice, and and if you remember last week, we also got 200 extra Starlight Orbs from Lutz, I guess, in our mailbox. So that was pretty cool. So I just decided to buy all the dice, even though I did really poorly in the Imp's Adventure last week. I only got to the 6-star dummy box. So it was. I didn't get to the 200. To the hero copy box, which was really disappointing. But I thought I may as well spend those extra gems on the dice, just in case, just to get my max that I could last week, going into this week, just in case I'm able to get something good this week. And again, if we get another gift from Lutz or something like that, then maybe I'll be able to get, one of these hero boxes or something like that. So that's why I did that. But if you didn't purchase all the dice, then then you're out of luck on those points there. And the only other points it looks like we're going to be able to get this week are the heroic summoning points. And again, if you are saving your scrolls like I am for Christmas, then you're not going to want to spend any heroic summon scrolls this week. And basically, you've gotten all the points you're going to get in this event. Like I said, unless we get some kind of prize from Lutz again or something like that. So barring anything like that, I'm going to get a few more through arena tickets this week, and that will get me another 33. So I'll be up to 443 by the end of this week, which it still leaves me just shy of this box here, and I don't really want to spend on shards at all, so I'm probably going to end up purchasing just heroic scrolls with my extra Starlight Orbs, unless of course, like I said, we get some a little boost from Lutz again. Then I'll probably pick up this chest and see it and get a Russell. Not a Russell, a Rogan copy. But anyway, there you go. So that's the Moonlight Fair, and of course the Mid-Autumn Check-In is still going on this week. Make sure you pick up your prizes every day. There's a lot of good stuff to be had here, just for signing in. And and the VIP rewards are still going this week, so you can still get those. We talked about those last week, so nothing new there. And now we have these celebration treasure boxes. So during the event, you can get treasure boxes, like we've discussed already. In your mailbox, you're going to get 10 per day. For summoning, you're going to get treasure boxes along the way there, and you can also purchase the celebration packages to get treasure boxes as well, and that's what these are here, I think. So yeah, the VIP, the celebration packages. So you got a couple of packages here. $19.99 is a little bit spendy, but you get some nice stuff here. 60 treasure boxes, 30 relics, 20 heroic scrolls, and 2,000 gems. And for a mere $9.99, you're going to get basically half of those things for half the price, basically. So yeah. And of course, you can buy both boxes if you want for for $30 US, and get all of the rewards. So 3,000 gems, 30 heroic scrolls, 45 relics, and at 90 of the treasure boxes. So there you go, pretty cool. And of course, purchasing these does also gives you VIP points towards these prizes here as well. So that's all the events really, and the only other thing we need to look at is the new hero, and she does seem really strong. So so here she is, Flora, and yeah, there she is. I guess she's a chameleon or something, so she disappears. Anyway, so we'll look at her abilities here. She has 1218 speed, which how does that rank? I think Ada's still the fastest, right? Actually, we're not looking at maxed Ada here. Let's see, where is she? So yeah, Ada's 1238, but I think Carrie is 1216, and where's Carrie? 1218, sorry. Yeah, 1218. So that's Carrie's speed, and I think Rogan is also. I think Rogan's also 1218. So that's pretty, that's pretty speedy. It's high. It's among the highest speed in the game, except for Ada, of course. And yeah, so she's very speedy, and with her passive skill, where is that? Is it this one? No, this one here. She's going to get another 60 speed on top of everything else, as well as attack plus 25%, HP plus 40%, and crit plus 30%. Blessings of nature. So there's that. So she has a passive skill, natural selection. When she's attacked by active skills or basic attacks, which is so basically every time she's attacked, she's going to reduce the attacker's all damage dealt by 10%, and this can stack up to 30%. How does it stack? I guess if she gets attacked 3 times by the same person, I don't know. Anyway, it stacks up to 30%, and all damage reduction is very nice, always. And then she also increases her own attack by 15% for 4 rounds whenever she's attacked. So that's pretty cool. She increases her attack. And so then her basic attack is Toxic Vine. Targets 2 random enemies, dealing dealing 160% of attack damage, and poisoning the target by 15% of the target's max HP for 2 rounds, and that caps at 1500% of Flora's attack. So she's dealing damage as well as doing putting a little dot on the target as well for 2 rounds. And of course that poison dot is going to mesh well with the serpent, Jormungand, the serpent pet. So that's pretty cool as well. And she's also going to heal herself by 15% of her max HP for 2 rounds. So that's pretty cool as well. Nice little heal there. So she's got attack, she's got poison, and she has self-heal. So then we already went over the blessings of nature. So then lastly, her Flora's Pixie is her active skill. And basically she guides her Pixie to attack a random enemy, dealing 400% of attack damage, with a 30% chance to twine the target for 2 rounds. And so she has twine in addition to Oberon now. They're the 2 twiners, I guess. And so after she attacks that target and deals damage and possibly twines it, then the Pixie bounces around to random enemies 5 times, each time increasing the damage dealt by 100% of attack and the chance of twine by 5%. And the Pixie won't combo attack the same target twice. So what that means is, if you attack the enemy team and they have 6 people on their team, she's going to attack each person on the team one time. And of course, the final person that gets attacked is just going to build up and build up. And the last person that gets attacked is going to basically take 900% of attack damage and have a 55% chance to be twined. So that's pretty cool. And of course, if you have fewer targets on the team, for example, if you're fighting in Aspen Dungeon and there are 4 opponents, then she's still going to attack each of those one time, but this definitely is more powerful the more enemies you are fighting. So so in PvP, for example, she's going to attack all 6 of those enemy heroes, and that's pretty nice. And of course, Twine. Now you remember Oberon here has this ability. Is it this one? Yeah. So whenever an enemy is twined, restores HP, increases 20% of attack for 6 rounds, and poisons 3 random enemies. So this, it's my understanding that if Flora twines somebody, and you have an Oberon on your team, this ability will trigger. So if you remember, Oberon's really powerful if you have doubles or triples of Oberon. But now you can have like an Oberon and a Flora, for example, and Flora is going to help your Oberon as well. So I don't know if this will bring back Oberons. It might, and if you have any Oberons that maybe you haven't been using, that you've retired or whatever, but you still have like an E5 Oberon sitting around, you might want to get yourself a Flora and use Flora with Oberon, and start triggering his ability. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I like when older heroes get brought back by newer heroes. So keep that in mind. Whenever Flora twines somebody, she's going to trigger Oberon's passive skill, which is pretty cool. That's Alevia. Sorry. Anyway, so that's some pretty cool synergy between Flora and Oberon. And and that might bring back some Oberons. I've had an Oberon in my what are we doing here? There we go. Yeah, I've had an Oberon in my collection for quite a while. I built him up to 6-star here, and but I just never got around to finishing him off. But I have enough copies, to make him E5, and so I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to finish him and E5 a Flora and put them together. But it's not really a high priority for me. But again, if you're someone that built Oberon back in the day, and you have an E5 Oberon or 2 lying around, they could be really powerful alongside Flora. But anyway, everybody. That's it for tonight. I think that's all we have to talk about. And just remember, as always, that karma can be a real bitch. So be nice to her. Why am I showing you Jara? I don't know. Where are you? There you are, karma. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight. I am your Colonel signing off. These are the new events, and I hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, please like and subscribe and leave a comment on the video. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.